One of the most hotly anticipated cars of this year has been the replacement for the LandCruiser 200 series. Not only can't people wait to see it, but they love to talk about it. And there's been so much speculation about what this car would be. What engines would it have? What size will it be? What form would it take? After all, the LandCruiser 200 has been the king off the road for a long time now. I'm lucky enough to be part of a very exclusive group of people that's been brought to a test facility in country Victoria to test out the new LandCruiser 300 series. Toyota had various driving exercises for us on the day, from looping around a high-speed test track, towing, a rough road loop and an off-road test. They also had a couple of LC200s there for comparative purposes. As the first people outside Toyota Motor Company to drive the 300s, we were keen to get behind the wheel. And the first test was on the high-speed track where we were allowed up to 120 kilometres an hour. The 300 feels lighter and more agile than the 200 series, especially over the front end. This has more to do with the lighter overall vehicle, with aluminium hanging panels and the engine set further back in the chassis. It certainly picks up to 100 quicker than the outgoing model. The twin-turbo diesel V6 engine makes 227 kilowatts of power and 700 newton metres of torque. It pulls away quicker than the 200 did with the same trailer hooked up behind it, and is an easier car to drive, requiring less steering inputs to keep it tracking in line and through the bends. The 10-speed automatic transmission seamlessly keeps the edge at its peak power with a heavy load on. The 300 series has a 3,500 kilogram towing capacity. The rough road circuit was a mix of sealed and unsealed surfaces, and being wet it certainly tested the dynamics of the car. The 300 feels better planted on the road, particularly in the rear axle where the redesigned suspension better controls axle hop and bump steer. It's still not up to that of an independent rear suspension design like that under a Land Rover Defender, but certainly better controlled than the 200. The off-road test was conducted on a hillside where a marked course took us weaving up and down the slope. Unfortunately, having rains in the previous days had made the clay very slippery and limited the ability of the highway tyres. The turn control system has also been improved, and we used that on the tight turn at the bottom of the hill. This system locks the inside rear wheel on tight turns to decrease the turn radius. It's helped here by the slippery surface. The 300 went up and showed its increased rear wheel travel and improved traction control systems working well. This car should be unstoppable with a decent set of tyres on it with the front and rear lockers engaged. Front and rear lockers are now standard on some models in the range. You might also notice that this 300 has a winch tucked into its alloy bull bar. This will become a genuine accessory on the 300, something that wasn't available in the past on the 200. This car is every bit as capable as the 200, if not more, with the front and rear lockers. It should be even better once we get further off-road, and we can't wait to get it in the outback and put some more kilometres under it.